You know, I think this is the best hot chocolate that I've ever tasted.
My secret's double chocolate, double marshmallow. I make it for Dad when he's had a particularly tough day.
What about when you've had a bad day?
Makes me pancakes.
What'd I miss?
Girl talk. There's a cup of cocoa in the kitchen with your name on it.
Oh, thank you.
Good night, Detective Beckett.
Good night.
You know, if your locker runs dry, there's a whole closet full of clothes up in my mother's room. I'm not even 100% sure she's actually moved out.
That's okay. I think that the dry cleaners have salvaged a few items.
Yeah. You don't want to be wearing last season's Valentino.
You know me so well.
Hey, bad news. According to the banks, our victims' deposits were made in cash.
Some men here, you wish you could cut loose. Others, you want to lock up forever, like Marcus Gates.
Well, then you're not surprised that we think he's a triple killer.
Not after the incident last year. One of my inmates got strangled in the showers, and I was sure that Gates did it, but no one would speak out against him.
Because that whole not wanting to be a snitch thing?
That, plus Gates was a shot caller. Nobody here messed with him, not even the gangs.
What, does that make Jerry Tyson the assistant shot caller?
Not hardly. Tyson was a first-timer. I'm not even sure what a guy like Gates saw in him. Good luck catching Gates. He's a wily son of a bitch.
I got 3 months left in this hellhole.
Derek was a little bitch. You ask me, he deserved what he got.
Looks like you're back in the spotlight now that Derek is gone and the rivalry is over.
A rivalry would mean that I felt threatened. Hans von Mannschaft is not some sissy coward.
Hans von Mannschaft. That's some stage name.
I'll have you know I come from a long line of proud von Mannschaft.
Hans, getting rid of the competition is the oldest motive in the book.
Oh, please. I always knew Derek was a passing fad. Do you know how many hours he spent rehearsing our Pirates of the Caribbean routine? 0. Hans was the one doing the real work out there every night.
Do you always refer to yourself in the third person?
You'll be getting a dry cleaning bill for ruining my uniform with your little stunt.
Hans, we found your hair on Derek's clothes, which places you at the murder scene.
Only thing that proves is that we keep all the costumes in the same big closet backstage.
It doesn't mean that you didn't kill him.
I was on stage all night, and there are over 100 women that are still thinking about it. If I killed him, then why would I have an alibi that's as hard as my abs? Detective, why are you harassing me when you really should be looking at that rich girlfriend he threw out like yesterday's recycling?
How do you know about that?
Everybody at the club knew she always sent expensive bouquets to his dressing room. Then, last week, no flowers for the first time in months.
She had 4 lawyers for that? So that's it. All that money, her presence near the scene of the crime, and it's all just a dead end?
Maybe not. When a suspect brings the whole law firm, they usually have something to... Did you just imitate me? Ryan, take a hard look at Tanya Wellington. Find out what she's hiding from us. Now.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Hey, Dad. Oh, thanks.
So you sure you want to go through with this?
Yeah. Dad, this is Rick Castle.
Well, nice to finally meet you, sir.
Yeah, I feel like I already know you. I've heard a lot of great things about you from Katie.
Really?
I'm gonna go set this out in the office.
I read your latest book,
Oh.
Naked Heat.
Oh. Well, though my books are grounded in reality, a lot the aspects of them are actually just pure fantasy. Not my personal fantasies. Just out of my imagination. Not that I'm imagining that all the time. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining myself.
I think you're doing fine, Rick.
You're very kind.
How's she holding up?
You know, Sometimes it's hard to tell. She doesn't flinch.
I know. She wouldn't have a nightlight when she was a little girl. Not that she wasn't, afraid of the dark. I think it was just a point of pride with her to stare it down. You know, Johanna and I were colleagues for almost 3 years. People talk about being struck by a bolt of lightning. With us, it was more slow burn. Took me 3 years to figure out I was in love with her. And I would give anything to have a minute of that time back. You think you're going to have all the time in the world. But no one does. If you care about her, don't let my daughter lose another 12 years of her life to this, right?
There's nothing in her appointment book. Not that I can make sense of, anyway. She had her own system, anyway. I mean, my dad and I could never figure it out.
Beckett.
Hey.
Good morning. And you're sure it was Raglan on the phone?
Yeah,
Didn't he go over her case with you years ago?
he did.
So if he had something to tell you, why wouldn't he tell you then?
I don't know.
Why would he call now after all these years?
I don't know.
And he wants to see you alone, no cops. Isn't that when you surround the building with cops?
Look, Castle, I know that I'm ignoring every tactical guideline in the manual, but if Raglan can give me some answers, if there's even a chance...
I'll get my coat.
You have one new message.
Hey, kid. It's Royce. I know I got no right to ask, but I need your help. I just got back into town and the fire's coming fast.
You know what I don't get? The general population is already full of murderers. Thank you. If you want If you want McAllister dead, why send Lockwood? Why not just pay some life for a pack of smokes and a penthouse to do it for you?
Because there's an angle. There's something that we're not seeing.
You know what would make this go a lot faster? Honorary badge.
Oh, geez, Castle, please not now.
I'm just saying, Richard Castle, Assistant Volunteer Homicide Detective.
Is he done now? Great. Let's go.
Come on. I already saved the city from a dirty bomb. I did.
Castle.
Hey, can I talk to you a minute? Listen, last night I was out of line. I know that. Truth is, I'm the one who's scared.
Look, Castle, I don't have time right now.
Hey, Kate. Wait, please.
Castle, I can't.
Dad, help.
Oh, I am just trying to talk Alexis into interning at my acting studio. It's a natural for her.
Which would be lovely, but I realized my entire academic career was an attempt to be well-rounded in order to get into college. But at college, you need to specialize. You need to know what you want. And I have no idea what I want. So I've narrowed these internships down to my top 20 and...
Whoa, 20. You might want to narrow it down just a little more.
Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I'll apply to them all and let the universe help me decide.
Why can't she just read all the places you'll go like everyone else?
Not her. Ambition needs direction. You look beat, kiddo. So how's the case of the phone sex gal who knew too much going?
Speaking as someone who changed his name in an effort to have a more exciting life, I'm telling you, absolutely possible.
Yeah, but Castle, you changed your name, not your identity.
In some ways, I changed both. I'm just saying I get it. I understand Barbara's dream, that need to leave who you are behind and become someone new, someone better.
Okay, but you're still you.
Okay, Odette and Barbara were different people, true. But what if they were more connected than you think? Just go with me on this. Twin girls are born and put up for adoption. What?
Nothing. I've just been thinking about our linchpins. You know, those moments in life that change everything.
Like what?
I don't know, like meeting you, for instance, you know? I mean, do you ever think about how our lives would be different if we never met?
Well, given how many times I've saved your life, you'd probably be dead.
I don't know, I find it funny how every decision that we make, every seemingly random occurrence, just has the possibility to change everything. You know, like getting into a particular college, or a chance meeting with the guy or the girl of your dreams.
Losing a loved one.
Yeah. One moment, and everything changes. What about you? Do you think you've changed? Like, since you met Sophia, for instance?
From my years of observing human behavior, I've learned one thing. We all change. And we all stay the same. I am exactly the same person I was back then. But in some ways, I'm completely different.
This is bad, bro. You can see them pulling away from each other.
What do you expect? She's pushing him away.
I would too if I was her. Look at the signals he's been putting out. Now he goes off with another cop?
Yeah, that's way over the line. Detective Ryan.
If this guy went straight, then how did he end up dead in an alley? And that still doesn't explain that second gunshot or the missing bag.
Well, since I'm in the middle of resurrecting Derek Storm, all my theories have massive military conspiracies in them.
You know what I don't get? How can you bring back Derek Storm when he's dead?
Because I have magical godlike powers. And a daughter going to college? Do you have any idea what that costs nowadays?
I was just beginning to accept his death.
Guys, non-fictional murder case?
Sorry.
Unprofessional. Hey, Kate.
Castle, not now, please.
Kate. Hey, would you just listen to me?
Look, I know what you're gonna say. You think I'm gonna lose perspective because this is my mom's case, and I'm not. I've got this under control.
You can hear yourself, right? You sound like an alcoholic, 1 year sober, thinking she can take another drink. I know you, Kate. We all do. Just step off this case.
You wanna help me, Castle? Then help me finish this thing.